What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you all have a fantastic day today. And today we have the November 2023 Tulsa International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as we have a very exciting Tulsa update in store. We got some various changes, so much to go into, and Plane Spotter DK is here. What's going on, dude?
How's it going?
Going very well. We do have some major changes here at the Tulsa International Airport to take a look at here in today's update. Some really exciting ones, some not so exciting ones, but the good news is the future is looking bright in all regards, and I'm looking forward to it. And I hope each and every one of you are as well. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and dive into this update, everybody. Hanging out here at B number 1, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is currently coming in from Dallas Love Field, and now it's going to be heading over to Houston Hobby. So glad to see both those services continuing to do what they do. It's been really fun to see both of them. And Lone Star One coming in from Dallas Love. How cool is that? So we absolutely love the effort. Absolutely, dude. We're not going to complain with any specials that we can get here at the Tulsa International Airport. So really nice to see that. But once again, this aircraft is coming in from Dallas Love Field, and now it's heading over to Houston Hobby. Next in line, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is currently coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada, and now it's going to be heading over to Phoenix Sky Harbor, both of which doing very well, some of the most successful routes in the Southwest market, both by passenger load factor and by revenue. So we'd love to see that, and they continue to do really well there. So ultimately, a really good job, and we love it, to say the least. At B5, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is currently making a nonstop flight today, coming in from St. Louis, Missouri, and now it's going to be making a flight out to the Austin Bertram International Airport. So glad to see those two services also going really well in the mix, and they're continuing to make references where they can. So how can you complain with that? Really nice to see, and really good effort overall in general. And then here at B7, just arrived in for Chicago Midway, we have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700, and now this aircraft is going to be heading back out to Chicago Midway in the morning. So nice to see that, even though Midway is not an overnight, but just for the reference, since it's over here, you can flip-flop the destinations if you want. But yeah, really nice to see this route going well here, and that's absolutely fantastic. So looking really good for the boys. When we go around to the other side, I'll get a better angle of this, but here we have two Mesa Airlines Bombardier and Acer Day-900s. So they're both flying for United, of course. So one of them is coming in from Houston right here, as we have this one doing just that. And then we have the other one, of course, coming in from Denver on the late night flight. So really nice to see that. So Denver's right here and Houston's right here. Houston just got pulled into the gate. So looking really good with those aircraft, and ultimately a really nice effort there in general. So that's absolutely fantastic. And sorry that this got a little pushed off the line there. But right here at gate B10, we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Star Alliance livery. This aircraft is currently coming in from Denver International Airport today. Glad to see a 737-800 and the A320 here on the Denver service. So it's been awesome to see all that mainline plus the regional jets, and they'll continue to do just that. So that's absolutely fantastic. Yes, I did say that the mainline for Houston was going away in this update, but we did have one really crazy Mickey Mouse substitution here with this United Airlines Airbus A219. This aircraft did come in from Chicago O'Hare on the morning flight, a brimmed 175, and they oversold Houston so bad during the 11:30 flight that they upgauged it from a 319 from a 175 to a 319, which is absolutely crazy. So that's more than a talent show. That's exactly what we have right here with this particular aircraft. So yeah, I've only seen this twice. I'm just really surprised they don't have an aircraft between the 175 and the 319. So it's all or nothing. So it's really cool to see them upgauge in these moments. Would love to see Houston mainline come in on that 12 o'clock service at some point. I think that would be a really good time of day. Get all your inbound passengers in from the morning flights, but also send them all out at a popular time. Really exciting that Houston will be coming back from December 1st to December 25th or so. 737-900 on the overnight. So glad to see that Houston mainline making it back in, and Oklahoma City didn't get it. So we absolutely love to see that in all faucets. But nevertheless, United Airlines Airbus A319-100 pushing back with service out to Houston after coming in from Chicago on a really Mickey Mouse substitution, to be completely honest. And then we have this United Airlines Embraer Air Day 175 for SkyWest. This aircraft's also going to be making a flight in from Houston. So of course we have the two Houston overnights, the two Denver overnights, and then Chicago. So really cool to see all of these in general. Very nice. Then we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 to finish out Terminal B. This aircraft is currently coming in from Orlando International Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to Denver International Airport. So again, it's really crazy to see that Southwest is using B4. I still think 9 is their appropriate gate, but what can you do when they come for you, as he's going to be over here, and that's exactly what we have. So we're going to move over to the other side, and then we'll proceed through with the updates. So let's go ahead and see what's going on over there. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to Terminal A, where we have some fun movements. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Right here we have this Allegiant Air Airbus A219-100. This aircraft is currently coming in from the Los Angeles International Airport. So yes, as Destin wrapped up for the season, now we have Tampa, Los Angeles, Orlando, and Las Vegas year-round. So glad to see Tampa in the addition there for the schedule, and looking forward to Allegiant's schedule extension here very soon. So Allegiant doing a really good job. Love that Tampa year-round, and they're doing a great job with those various movements. So that's looking absolutely fantastic. One bit of good news, one bit of bad news here with this American Eagle CRJ-700 here for, this will be a SkyWest flight. This aircraft, we'll go ahead and get the bad news out of the way. It's coming in from the Austin Bertram International Airport for the final time. Austin, along with many other cities in the region, has been terminated for American Airlines for various reasons. Number one, they're pretty much shutting down the focus city, so all the routes have to go in that case. Number two, Southwest has obliterated them on this particular service as well. And number three, we knew it was going to come at some point when this route started in the fall of 2021. It is actually November of 2021, so exactly 2 years of a runtime here for the American flight to Austin. It was really fun while it lasted, but it never really surpassed. I think the highest on load factors it ever got was 75, which is not great. And there was several months where it was below 60. So it's unfortunate. We'll miss Austin. It was a really fun service. Unfortunate, never got to try it out, but who knows, maybe we'll be back sometime. But they'll pretty much put everything back in the Dallas-Fort Worth. So it's unfortunate, but glad we have Southwest dominating on that market, and they'll continue to do just that. And now with regards to the good news, this flight's coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, which is now 2 daily CRJ-700. So how exciting is that? Phoenix is a great market. They've been brimming. The 175 they've had on it. So getting 2 700s on it is huge. Looking very forward to seeing what the future of Phoenix will hold, but it's been really impressive to see what they've done so far, and I'm looking very forward to the future of the Phoenix service. So really good news there. Unfortunate for Austin, but Phoenix going up to double daily is huge. Much better investment than the Austin route. I would have done the same, unfortunately, if I was American. As much as I love this airport, that service was unsustainable with Southwest coming in. When they announced it, when nobody else was on it, it was a different story, but now that Southwest came in here and pretty much clapped them, it's wraps. So what can you do? But nevertheless, it was fun while it lasted, and what can you do from the future? Next up right here, we have this beautiful American Airlines Airbus A321. This is going to be repped in the US Airways Heritage Paint Scheme, which did come in from Charlotte Douglas International Airport in real life, so that's why it's here today. Been glad to see Charlotte doing really well in that 321, 320. They've been brimming the crap out of that, so I'm excited to see where it can go in the future, and looking forward to the 321 being here for many months to come, as the schedule suggests. So looking forward to that, and that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Next up right here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft's currently loading up for the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, so the 321 will be back in the future, but for now, it's going to be this Boeing 737-800. So it's a workhorse. We love to see it. It's a great plane, and I've been really pleased with the effort so far. So again, this aircraft's going to be making the service today out to Dallas-Fort Worth. And right here we have the Republic House livery Embraer ERJ-175. This aircraft's coming in for American, of course, from New York LaGuardia. Glad to see that service also doing really well. An interesting note is this aircraft's now arriving in at 10 p.m. rather than the previous 8:30 timeframe that it had. So certainly a later arrival, but the more flights, the better that they can get in for the 175. So that is absolutely fantastic. And yes, oh man, what a fantastic lineup right here. I don't think we need any elaboration for how perfect this is. So yes, the airport's pretty much complete. I just went through all these airplanes, and there wasn't a single plane that was inaccurate on this list. So that is unbelievable. The fact that every single plane in this update is realistic is super, super, super cool. That starts first and foremost by thanking GeminiJets for the 1:400 scale Delta Connection Embraer ERJ-175 with enhanced winglets. Yes and yes, we are finally here, ladies and gentlemen. This aircraft's coming in from the Salt Lake City International Airport in all of its glory, and this is exactly what you'd see in real life. I can't believe that we've got to the point with the American CRJ-900, Delta CRJ-900, now this Delta 175, that model airports are realistic in 1:400 scale. There is no inaccuracies. Yes, the GSC is a little bit big in proportion to the aircraft, but that's kind of the way it has to be. Really, really cool to have the 175 in here. It's a beautiful airplane. Just get some various views of it here in general. It looks amazing. What a reference this is right here. So glad to have it for the collection, and what a time to be alive with the Delta Connection Embraer ERJ-175. Feel free to check out the unboxing if you'd like, but again, coming in from Salt Lake City, huge to have it in today's airport update. So glad to have it, man. It looks absolutely fantastic. What a beautiful airplane. The dream team here with the 717 is just gorgeous, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So the Delta 175 coming in from Salt Lake City, what a huge addition for the collection. So glad to have it, and that's going to be a great asset for many years to come, as they're not going to be taking that off that service for a very long time. So we absolutely love to see that. And then we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 717-200, and this aircraft currently coming in from the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Glad to see ATL going super well too, and that is a really great model that Gemini just released there this previous summer with the antenna. This is the dream team lineup. This is exactly what I would have wanted right here. I can't ask for any additional effort. I mean, there's no more effort to be done. This is just gorgeous. Just got to stare at it here for a minute. We've talked about this for so long. Let's get some more angles of it here. I know we've kind of over elaborated the point, but it's really awesome to finally have this in here. What a gorgeous plane, and GeminiJets, thank you very much. We'll come back and look at it here in a bit. What a gorgeous set of aircraft, and then we'll have another one in there for New LaGuardia here in a bit, in a couple months. All right, here's this FedEx Express Airbus E300 freighter coming in from Memphis here on the evening flight, so very nice to head over to runway 36 right to depart now, so looking very nice. Here's this Learjet 75. This aircraft's currently coming in from Van Nuys, and now it's going to be making the service today over to back out west to Scottsdale, Arizona. Victory Air has been flying many NASCAR charters lately, so this Embraer ERJ-145 will be one of them. They send in about 5 or 6 at a time, which has been really fun to watch. I think some of them I think come in from Las Vegas, so we'll bring them in from there. It just depends though, so keep that in mind, but very nice to see that right there. Here's this American Eagle, Embraer ERJ-170. This is coming in from Chicago O'Hare International Airport. I might need to come back to this aircraft for a bonus flight, but I think Chicago by itself should be fine for this aircraft, so looking good for that one. And we have this American Eagle, Embraer ERJ-175 with the enhanced winglets. This aircraft's coming in from the Los Angeles International Airport after a flight in from Miami. So glad to see both those routes doing really well. Hopefully Los Angeles and Miami will both get extended services, especially Miami, with all the demand that we have for that city. But we'll have to see who's first up to do it. So we will have to see. Next, we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER making a little Mickey Mouse maintenance appearance here from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Not going to pass up an opportunity to use this beautiful NG model. It is super, super nice. Can't recommend enough to each and every one of you. What a nice aircraft, and that is effort to say the least. And the American Airlines Doubles DC-3 is coming back from the flagship Detroit Foundation. So this aircraft is coming in right now from the airport in Tennessee. The name slips my mind, but now it's going to be giving 3 rides at 9 a.m., 10:30 a.m., and 12 p.m. So really cool to see this back in action, giving rides. It's a really, really, really cool aircraft. It's legendary, so expect a video on it coming soon. Check out last year's if you'd like, but another video will be coming out soon because it's a unit and you can't complain with it. So really nice to see that coming in from Tennessee, and now it's going to be getting some rides here. American Airlines Doubles DC-3, glad to get in the update, and what a unit it's been here with flagship Detroit. What a talent show. Very, very nice right there. That's effort. And then we have this American Eagle, Embraer ERJ-175. This aircraft is currently taxiing in after a nonstop flight in from the Washington Reagan National Airport. This aircraft is going to be going to I think I'm missing one destination. So we've talked about Washington, we've talked about LaGuardia, we've talked about Miami, we've talked about Chicago, we've talked about Los Angeles, Dallas, Charlotte, Austin. Maybe I'm not missing one. I thought I was missing one, but I thought, maybe I'm not. I thought I was, but nevertheless, if I am, feel free to insert it. Glad to see the Washington service doing really well. Glad it's in the afternoon. That's when it needs to be. So that's absolutely effort, and how can you complain? We absolutely love to see it. We're going to go over to the other board real quick because we have one major send-off that we're going to conduct here in a minute. So let's go ahead and get our last good news out of the way before we get into some very frustrating news. Avelo Boeing 737-800 was here to charter the, I believe it was the I think it was Broken Arrow band. I'm pretty sure they went to Florida for a couple days. So that's what he's doing there. So certainly very glad to see Avelo here, and hopefully they'll be taking over for somebody else, which will be departing, no pun intended. Challenger 300 right here. This aircraft is going to be making a flight out to Las Vegas Harry Reid after coming in from Houston Hobby. And then we have this Exojet Citation X, and this aircraft is coming in from St. Petersburg Airport, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Houston Intercontinental. So very nice right there. And teacher just said that we're going to have class unexpectedly, so that's pretty interesting. Dylan, I'll tell you here in a minute. You'll laugh, but we're probably not a good one to get into on camera because it's send-off time for the incompetent at Breeze Airways. So here we have this Breeze Airways Airbus A220-300, gorgeous airplane. This will be making its final revenue service here at Tulsa International Airport, heading out to New Orleans, and then following up by going on a breeze through to Orlando. Unfortunately, due to the incompetence of Breeze Airways and everybody involved, they'll be terminating their service to New Orleans with the breeze through to Orlando on November 27th, 2023. We've talked about this several times over the last year, how they're incompetent, unwilling to give services more than 2 months to sustain. They did great with this previous year with Orlando. 75% on Wednesday, Saturday is outstanding, charging the money that they were for it. New Orleans even performed pretty well with the breeze through and all those various elements. It was coming out to anywhere from 60 to 80%, which considering all these circumstances is pretty reasonable. But unfortunately, this will be it. Breeze is terminating right here, right now. And honestly, If they're not willing to put forth the effort, they need to leave. That's my personal opinion. They're screwing over the locals, and as an enthusiast, I don't want an airline here that is unwilling to commit to the airport, unwilling to commit to the services, and unwilling to commit to our passengers. I've talked about it many times. I'll probably talk about it more in upcoming Tulsa news videos. Just a lack of effort, very incompetent. Give our service a chance if you're going to start it. It's probably a really healthy amount of it's going to have to do with incentives. We know that, but at the end of the day, these services are really good. Nashville had a real opportunity, didn't give them an opportunity to succeed rather. Orlando was very successful. For whatever reason, decided for the Mickey Mouse reason to cut that. Tampa should have came back a long time ago. That was an awful termination. Can't understand the logic on that particularly. And New Orleans was doomed from the start, and when Chief Commercial Officer Andrew Perini said that he was nervous for Breeze, I agreed heavily with him, and this is why. So it was fun, Breeze. I'm glad that they were here for a little over 2 years. It was a fun ride. Glad we got to feature them at as many updates as we did. We talked about how it was so cool that they were able to sustain Orlando service and keep their operation going, and vice versa for New Orleans when that happened. But unfortunately, the writing was on the wall. This is not a very good setup, and with Breeze, again, if they're not going to show any effort, they need to go. I really did enjoy them here at the Tulsa International Airport. I enjoyed getting to do 2 inaugural day trips, my first ever 2 inaugurals with them. That'll certainly be my best memory with them, both to Nashville and New Orleans, which Dylan was fortunate enough to get to join me for, and he's probably really glad that he did, considering that this will be all she wrote here for them.
Yeah, there was a couple days where I thought about not going, but I'm very happy I did.
He certainly made the right choice.
And Breeze nice to see as well. You got a nice product, and that's all she wrote.
I have to give them credit. Their product is really cool. I think that their future hopefully will get better, but they're losing a bunch of money right now, and they need to pull it out of the gutters. So what can you do? Breeze, it was fun. I will dearly miss them in all genuineness, but at the same time, they committed a lack of effort here, and just unacceptable. So this will be their 4th station exit behind New Orleans, or hopefully not New Orleans, Nashville, Oklahoma City, and San Antonio. So
I'm going to start running new service to San Diego.
yeah, San Diego coming soon. Hopefully they'll work together in the future. They did cliche say that they would, hopefully in the future, but that just may be hearsay. But whatever, it is what it is. Breeze, it's been fun. I'll give you one more panorama because you won't be in future updates. Great model by Gemini. Was really glad to get it and glad to feature it as many times as I did. I miss Tampa especially, and I miss Orlando. Thank you, Breeze. We'll see you later. Alrighty, everybody, so that will do it for today's Tulsa International Airport update. We already talked significantly about the news, but not our funnest update, losing 2 services, but luckily we do have exciting news as New York Gordy will be starting on Delta Airlines on May 8th, 2024. Looking very forward to that, and we'll also have quite a few various aircraft changes coming up in the future. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry, I got so distracted with the Delta 175 and the Breeze situation, I completely forgot to recognize a huge change coming up for Southwest Airlines, and they're just going to pretty much make fun of Breeze because this is the only reason that they have this service, and now it's going to be going to a 5-weekly service. Now we'll pretty much have daily service next summer from Orlando International Airport to the Tulsa International Airport. I've talked about it at length in previous videos how much I would like this to become a daily service, and it's really incredible because, again, the only reason that Southwest is operating the Orlando service was to compete with Breeze. Breeze is not even going to operate here anymore, so the fact that they went from just making fun of Breeze to now they're really going to make fun of them with the daily service and probably Bremen at the same time is absolutely fantastic. So at the end of the day, if you want to look at it like this, Breeze has enabled the faucet for Southwest to bring daily Orlando service to Tulsa, which in my opinion, feel free to speak up, anybody in the comments or Dylan, I would say that having Southwest daily to Orlando is more critical than having a lackluster low-cost carrier that gets their flights delayed all the time to Orlando. So now they'll be going straight up against with Allegiant, so we'll wish them the best on that. But yeah, looking really exciting, and I'm really excited to see what Southwest can do in the future. They have some very exciting schedule changes like that. We've talked about Vegas being 2 daily, talked about 2 daily for Phoenix on American, talked about 321 to Dallas and Charlotte, and now actually have been modeled Delta 175 plus New York. So there's still plenty of exciting movements going on here at the Tulsa International Airport, but at the end of the day, and as we assessed, it is unfortunate when we lose Austin on American, which that was doomed from the start, and Breeze New Orleans. However, the good news is I do think this is probably the floor for Tulsa in that I don't think that there's any more routes that we can lose. I think all the other services that we've had are sustainable, and the majority of them, excluding the Austin service for Southwest, have been here for a significant amount of time. I think the newest Allegiant route's Destin, that's already 5 years old. So yeah, it's time for them to expand, really, to be honest. But I'd love to see Spirit here. As bad as Frontier is, them coming back would honestly be fine at this point. We do need some new movements, and hopefully we'll be getting those. Alaska's probably out for a while, but hopefully we'll get there sometime. But the good news is we have a bunch to look forward to. Hopefully new air service as well in the future. And what can you do when they come for you at the same time?
Also
So.
can only come up from here.
Yes, we are at the bottom. So the fact that we have 2 airlines in New York now and all the Southwest service and all the other airlines too, we are at the absolute rock bottom. If it gets worse, then it's going severely wrong here. But nevertheless, that will do for today's Tulsa International Airport update. Not our best update by any means. Breeze, I will certainly miss them, man. They really are a great airline. I do enjoy what they do, but they'll have to go do it somewhere else, I guess, even though they were doing great with their operation here. Who knows? Maybe they will come back in the future. Maybe it's just rough selling right now. They do make pretty spontaneous announcements. So
When they get more A220s, they'll be back.
maybe so. And keep in mind that they have suspended operations for, they've had 3 times where they've suspended operation for 3 months. So there is a possibility that maybe it's just a bump in the road and they do announce something sustainable in the future. I think Tampa coming back would be great, along with various other services. But for now, it's on to pursuing San Francisco, San Diego, Seattle, and other services of that nature. But that will do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I really want to thank all of you so much for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.